approximately 50% of the contacts that you have on LinkedIn have their phone number and email address available to you. Now, even if you could access this information to be able to automate a process of sending an email and engaging with them and really cultivating the relationship outside of the LinkedIn environment is not something that's intuitive or really simple to do. Until now, I'm going to show you a really cool technique that you can use with Castanet to automatically trigger an email from your Gmail account, your Outlook account, or any CRM tool to automatically be triggered to be sent to every single contact that accepts your invitation. You heard me right. Every single contact that accepts your invitation to connect on LinkedIn, you can automatically send them an email. Now, there's a few things you're going to need. One, you have to have a Castanet account connected to LinkedIn. If you don't have a Castanet account, just go to gocastanet.com and sign up for a free 7-day trial. Next, you're going to need a Zapier account. Now, Zapier is a third-party widget that will connect to Castanet and your email platform. So if you're using Gmail, with a couple of clicks, you can make it so that Castanet can now talk to Gmail. So once you have this set up, and it's totally free, you can get a free account within Zapier, and it will allow you to do one automated action. Or for just $19 or $20, you can set up a small personal plan that will allow you to do even more. So let's take a look at how to set up this connection. Within LinkedIn, you have all of your contacts that you're targeting. In Castanet, we've imported all of those contacts, and we can instantly see which of them have email addresses associated and which of them do not. Now, some profiles will not have contact information, and that's because their privacy settings in LinkedIn have restricted their contact information from being shared. It's totally appropriate and normal for many users to block their contact information. But for those that do make their contact information publicly available, we're able to import that info into Castanet and make it easily accessible to you. Now, if I wanted to, I could click on any one of these and just tap on their email address and automatically launch an email. Now, this would be great if I was just looking to send one email at a time on a case-by-case basis. But to really find efficiencies and create automations, which is what Castanet is all about, we want to connect your account to Zapier. So let's start by going down to credentials. In the credentials, you can see obviously we're connected. This profile, Olivia, my virtual assistant, is connected, her LinkedIn profile. We've also connected it to Google Drive. This allows us to be able to export an entire database of our contacts. But this is where it gets interesting. So this is a Zapier integration key. You have to have this key in order to connect Zapier to Castanet. Once you've set up your Zapier account, you can click on this link and it will automatically connect the Ali app to your Zapier account. Click Accept and build a Zap. Here we are in Zapier, and now we've authorized the Ali app. The next step is to authorize Gmail. In this particular scenario, I'm going to be showing you how to connect an automated email to be triggered within the Gmail account for the user. Now, you can do the exact same thing with Outlook and a variety of other platforms, but for the sake of example, we're going to go to My Apps. And you can see I've already authorized Gmail as an app, but to find Gmail, you would just type Gmail up here in the search. It'll automatically find it. Click on Connect. That's all you have to do. That authorizes your Gmail to connect, and you should be good to go. So next, let's talk about what is a Zap or Zapier. Zaps are essentially a transfer of data, and they're triggered by an action. So what we're looking to do is to make it so that when somebody accepts your invitation to connect in Castanet, that becomes the trigger to automatically tell Google to send that email. So we have to build that process. We have to tell Zapier what to do with our information. So here we're going to click on Create Zap. And you can see step 1 is a trigger. It's asking what is it that you want to do. So we're going to start off by finding the Ali app available to us. You can either type in ALI and find it in your list of apps, or it should be right here on your quick list. We click on that. And next, it wants to know what event do you want to occur, or what event is occurring that will cause the trigger. So here we're going to click on New Contact Connection. Notice it says, the Zapier triggers when a new connection is accepted between a LinkedIn profile and another. Boom, that's the one we want. Now we're going to click Continue. And then we're going to choose an account associated with this Ali app. And in my case, we're choosing this one here for Olivia Garner. And then it's required that you test your connection before you proceed. So it's going to auto-populate some generic information, first name, last name, fake email address, and so on, just to verify that it works. And hit Continue. Perfect. Now we've moved on to step 2. You can see step 1 up here is done. That's the little green check mark. Now we're moving on to step 2, and we're telling the system what to do next. So we're going to choose Gmail. Then you're going to choose the event that you want to occur. Send email, and hit Continue. Then we're going to choose the account. We're going to connect a new Gmail account because I need to sync it. And here we're choosing this one. We're going to give it permissions to perform these actions on behalf of the account owner. And now we've got the Gmail account synced. And now this is where it gets so simple. Next, we're just going to tell it who to send the email to. So under Show All Options, we're going to find the email address. Then you can choose to BCC yourself if you like. So this would mean you would get a copy of the same email being triggered every single time you connect with a new person. This is not something I would recommend doing right now because you're going to be connecting with 10, 20, 30, 40 people each month. So that would be a lot of emails, but you can include yourself as a BCC if you like. The from value will automatically default to you, the Gmail account owner, but you can of course choose that, and same with the from name, it will default to yours unless you want to put something else in. The reply to, again, it will default to the Gmail unless you want to put something else in. And this is where you're actually going to set all the details. You're going to put all the details of the email that's being sent in here, including the subject. So something like that. We're going to choose plain text or HTML. If you want to include pictures and graphics and things of that nature, you can using HTML. I'm going to choose plain text. And then we write the body of the email. Now, typically, you might want to include the first name, comma, and you can write a whole intro. Now, for the body of this email, I do recommend that you keep it related to the LinkedIn connection. Remember, that's where the trigger is coming from. So they've accepted your LinkedIn connection, then it triggers the email to go out, says, hey, thanks so much for connecting with me on LinkedIn. Love to be a resource for you. Let me tell you a little bit about my business and what we do. Or maybe share a little bit of details about yourself and the industry you're in or the location you're at. This is just your opportunity to kind of build rapport. You're looking to get a conversation started with this prospect. I wouldn't necessarily come out of the gate swinging and just try to sell them your widget right out of the first email. But that's entirely up to you. You can set the content and manipulate it a little bit here and there and see what's working best. So once you've written your email copy, we go on to the next section. If you have a Gmail signature saved, you can choose that signature. We don't have one saved, so we would just want to include the signature in the body of the email up here, first name, last name, phone number, maybe like calendar link, for example. And then you also have the options of sending attachments. Now, attachments can be good and bad. One, you send a PDF in an email to somebody who doesn't necessarily know you, they may not want to open that attachment, and they can oftentimes get caught up in spam filters. So I wouldn't recommend sending attachments, not in the first email, but it is an available option. So we're going to click continue, and now it's going to give us a summary of what we're going to do, the email copy, who it's going to, who it's coming from, and so on. You can click test and review. This will automatically send the email in Gmail to a test email. So let's go ahead and jump over to Gmail and see here. It says we're connected. So this was the original email that was sent from Olivia. First name, thanks for connecting with me. And remember, these are variable replacements. In this scenario, with the fake information it was testing with, it just put in first name as the first name. It also sent test@example.com, which obviously is not a real email address, so Gmail bounced it back. But the initial email trigger was successfully sent. So this is a successful test. Going back to Zapier, now that we've tested our email trigger, we know it's working, we can publish this Zap. So before we go ahead and publish this Zap, we're going to want to name it appropriately. So this would be Castanet Gmail Auto Email Trigger. Something like that. Now, it's currently saved as a draft, and if you hit Publish Zap, it will automatically activate the Zap, meaning it will be working. So from this moment on, every single person who connects with Olivia and her LinkedIn profile will automatically get this email that we've set up. Now, because I haven't formally put all the content in here that I like, I'm not going to publish it yet. I'm just going to hit back and save as a draft, so that way I don't lose any of the details that I've created. And that's it. That is how you create a Zap. We've connected Castanet and LinkedIn directly to Gmail and set up an automated email trigger to automatically engage with every single person who connects with her. Now let's take a look at what that would actually mean. So if we go to Castanet, you can see here, Castanet is reliably and consistently sending 20 to 25 invitations each and every single day, of which we're going to get a variety of acceptances throughout the week. These will kind of trickle in. So you can ballpark here, each one of these acceptances are the ones that will get triggered to receive an email. So that means we've got approximately 20, 30, 45, about 45 emails in the last week alone would have been automatically sent, introducing her and any other details that we wanted to provide in that email, in addition to the entire workflow and automated drip campaigns that we've got going directly in LinkedIn on her behalf. So this is kind of like your 1-2 punch. You're now able to engage with people on LinkedIn, get that conversation started, hit them from another angle, send them that automated email to help improve and increase the number of organic, meaningful, one-on-one conversations you're having with your prospects. So I hope this was useful. I hope it got your wheels turning, because there's going to be more great resources like this that we're rolling out here at Castanet. Don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions about implementing this strategy for yourself.